Hey traders, Raghee here, and as we wrap up this second to last week to the year, let's kind of do a quick synopsis of where we are going into the final week of the year, where yes, I am, as I've talked about in previous updates, I am absolutely expecting a Santa rally. Now the question is, how much, for how long, and what kind of trends are we looking at? Well, a few things. First of all, I like the Santa rally mostly in the relative outperformers, XLK, SMH, and generally tech. Tech is going to get held back, though, by the XLC to a certain degree, and even potentially XLY, although XLY has benefited greatly from the gap close and subsequent bounce in Tesla. Remember, this is the number 2 weighted stock within the XLY. So seeing Tesla rally is definitely going to take XLY higher, only helping the cause for the NQ. But I think it's important to remember that these are choppy markets at this point. So we have some resistance in this area, we have support down in this area. We have what is going to be a choppy market, and this probably will allow us to see a little bit more upside going into the end of the year, possibly testing these previous highs, maybe even putting in a mild new high before I think we have a little bit of a pullback in January. So we have the window dressing leading to the window undressing. And you might say, well, Rog, does that mean we should have a very short-term window of bullishness to wrap up the year? Yes, that is my take, that we will look for bullishness into the 31st, and then going into January we might see a little bit of follow through, but I'll be looking for a pullback as portfolio managers get to start with a brand new year and they get to start bottom picking, which is not something that they'll be able to do in December. There's no sector rotation typically. We're not going to see bottom picking happening in the laggard sectors and stocks, but rather that is something we will see in early Q1. So that's the rhythm that I'm looking at. In the meanwhile, there are some interesting moves in things like crude oil, which going into the 55 exponential and this range up in here, I'd still be a fan of looking for more downside. And then if I take a look at markets like the dollar, I'm still absolutely interested in pullback buys long. So let's stick with trends, or at least markets that are showing some directional bias as we wrap up the year. But let's remember that line between December 31 and then the first trading day of January, Jan 3, that line between Friday and Monday, that's going to be a tricky one. We'll look to see really activity pick up throughout the 3rd to 7th of January. But let's remember that the psychology at the end of the year is very different because of the window dressing than the one that we'll see in the beginning of the year. So I am very excited about the possibility for continuing trends in macro economic trends like the dollar, which also have the technical trend behind them. I think some of these setups, whether that be short euro, long dollar, are going to continue to deliver. All right. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Merry Christmas. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Be good to each other. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.